As you can see, our offense is 79. Theirs is 80. Our defense is 75. Theirs is 84. Overall, we're a 77, and they are an 81. So here we go. We are going to have a divisional battle for the top of the division. So let's see if we can drag the Chiefs down to 3-1 with us and the Barons, or 3-2. I mean, 3-1. We will be 4-1 or whatever. So let's just go. Give me 1 minute and I'll get to commentating. So here we go. We're here in the Chiefs Kingdom, Arrowhead Stadium. In this showdown, we have Justin Herbert and the Columbus Capitals coming to Arrowhead Stadium to go against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. "19 receptions, 292 yards, 2 touchdowns, along with 54 for Dominique Barrow. Andy Reid is retired. He hasn't won. Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis are dead. So you got me, Walt Dipsey, to give you commentary, play-by-play. We're going to look into the Apophoenix universe and the Digital Sea. Same thing. So taking kickoff is Rhodes, and he's going to get up to the 28 here. A little positive. So Justin Herbert, 13 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 1,400 yards. 107 for 144. Now, what I gotta say is he's just like Justin Fields, the last quarterback that we analyzed. We're looking at a guy just trying to get his touchdown-interception ratio up. So the first pass is to Barrow on a slant. First down, second pass, also to number 6. This one, though, for 15 to 16 yards on the play. A gain of 18, actually. So then he's going to get it to his tight end, Morgan. First down. So up the seam route. Now he's getting out of trouble. Nobody really opens. Tight end just drops the ball, but really he wasn't open, so the first incompletion on the day. And now Justin Herbert back out there, stepping back into the pocket, gets it to gets it to Boone, actually. And Olsen is hurt for Kansas City. So Barrow is back out there for Columbus, and they're gonna try to get him the ball, and he's gonna be down at the 2 in the red zone now. So now running away from pressure, has to throw it away. So a second incompletion, and Kansas City's fired up about that. So 3rd and inches. What are you feeling here? They dink and dunk a pass to Burrow left side. It's a drag route. Touchdown Caps. So they drive 70 yards or so. 68 yards or 68 yards, I think is exact. Yep. 71 yards. So 7-0, but the Chiefs are now gonna have a shot. They're now gonna get their chance. And we're gonna get to look at Patrick Mahomes' and numbers and see, you know, why they've been perfect on the season so far. So let's take a look at that. To the Mahomes stats. 10 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, over 1,000 yards, 60, 97 for 142, 1,060 yards, not the flashiest. This is the best Chiefs team we've seen in a while. So Mahomes is out here really making a career for himself despite, you know, us holding him down from his true vice. You know, as the GOAT. But here, he's playing with us, so a completion for 7. And we're always going to have to come at him different. So a fake run and he's sacked. So D. Moore got the sack. 3rd and 11. An 8-yard loss. And now we're looking at just protect the sticks. So Mahomes has a man open, but it goes incomplete. The defense just swarming to it. So he gets 1 completion, 1 incompletion, and they're going off the field. I cannot believe it, because, you know, really just such a great season from him. So down at the 28 again. So 71 yards to go. 72. Oh. Justin Herbert throwing it up and almost picked off. Just not a smart throw. Kind of how he's thrown those 11 interceptions or whatever. So now getting his bearings back, he hits him on the slant, and it's good for 20. Give him 19. 16. Oh no. Another risky throw. This one up the seam route to the tight end. Just not going to work out. Oh, this time it tries to hit him again and it's just incomplete. So 3rd and 10. So the Chiefs defense turned up somewhere in there. So now Burrow double teamed, just gonna drop the ball also. So we're looking at a punt for the Capitals now. So a 20-30 trend that you'll see is the Dipsey Madden teams actually punting. And it rolls into the end zone barely. So a Dipsey Madden punt, not something that we see. So they go and they do not convert. So here's Patrick Mahomes with a second chance. Never really want that. And Edwards-Helaire gonna get the ball. It is now 2nd and 6. So Mahomes running left to try and get away and gonna have to throw away. Now he's 1 for 7. 1 for 3, I mean. 7 yards. So similar play, but this time throwing it. Just he's covered. So they're gonna have to punt again. So 1 for 4 for Patrick Mahomes. Only 7 yards. Almost threw a costly pick there. So Rhodes is gonna take this to the 17, and so after 3 punts in a row, let's see what this Columbus Capitals team can do. So the Capitals come out running. That's Swift. I mean Swan. He's only gonna have a yard. So 2nd and 9. And they come back out. Hand it to Swan. He's got a first down and then some. 18 yards on the play. So a spark, finally, a first down. Let's see if they could get another. And they are gonna get 3 or 4 here. Give them 5. Wow, just pushing forward. So their run game turning on, and 1 second left. They do call a play, and it's a first down and more. Just a little. So going into the second quarter, the Columbus Capitals have found a way to move the ball again, but it's with the run game this time. So the pass game not working, switch to the run, and he's got a huge opening, 15 yards almost. 7 yards after contact. 17 actually. And a first down. So now back into passing formation, throwing a risky throw over the top of a linebacker, and it's complete for 8 to Barrow. So maybe they think they can get back into a rhythm passing the ball, but they do not, and we're seeing Herbert throw the ball away. So on 3rd and 2, Herbert's going to throw a slant to Barrow, and he drops the ball. And they're saying to go for it, but it's just a no-brainer to kick the field goal right here. Because we don't know how this game is going to go. So the Cheifs defense comes up big time. Bend, do not break. That is their motto. So only 10-0. It's still manageable for them. It's a game that hasn't gotten away from them yet. No wonder this team is undefeated. The problem is, you got 4 minutes left in the first half, and you still haven't scored anything. So finally running the ball with Edwards-Helaire. He's gonna get 7 yards here, opening up the game similarly. First down on a little check down pass from Mahomes. So opening up the game was that run game. And they do it again. And here's a timeout. It's Edwards-Helaire. Real shook up, it looked like. So their backup running back is going to come in. And Mahomes is going to go down on 2nd and 3. A huge sack by Durant. His first sack of the season. We know that last season he made quite a difference. And here it took him. So the most important part of the game to make a difference. So back here again on 3rd and 9. Mahomes almost sacked again by Moore. He's only 2 for 6. And they are punting again. So it seemed like they got on the move and then just no. So Rhodes gonna take this to the 13 and there's 3 minutes left. So I think what they do is just get that run game going. So they fake the run. And no one's open, so he throws a risky throw to the tight end and it's complete. 1st and 10 on the fake out. So for some reason, I'm looking left side and they do this fake run. Barrow's never beating his guy. So the same play, but he's got to throw it away this time. Oh, maybe just try to get into field goal range because this defense is tightened up. So a run up the gut to the right side gets him down 3rd and 2. What do? At the Arrowhead, they drop back to pass and it's a slant to Barrow and he's got it this time. No drop. Oh my god, it was a comeback route. Something we have not seen. So another 1st down and the 2-minute warning. 19 yards on the little comeback route. So here's Justin Herbert in the red zone. Getting it to Morgan down at the 2. So we're gonna be looking for that dink and dunk pass, and he's got it. Solidarity out of Dominic Barrow. Over 1,000 yards this season now. And 2 touchdowns in this game. It's really odd to have a stellar season. Now they're up 17-0, but Mahomes has got 1:40 left. And I think they get the ball after halftime. So we will see exactly how that goes down. Haven't scored yet in the whole first half. Not a good look. So Mahomes is going to get the ball. And it's incomplete. Just good defense. So 2 for 7. Just getting knocked around. And there's a completion. A hit with this. Huge hit. And another completion to Edwards-Helaire, so 4 for 9. Heating up. And incomplete. 4 for 10 now. Throwing across his body, and he throws a pick to James, and it's gonna go for 6. This is gonna not go for 6. Edwards-Helaire tracking him down. So D. James for the Columbus Capitals comes up with the pick. That is not gonna go very well for Kansas City. A turnover. when you needed a score the most, and it's gonna lead to 6 more points. So under 30 seconds. 20 seconds now, down at the 1, 15 seconds, 12 seconds. Dink and dunk for a third touchdown. A third dink and dunk touchdown on the day. It doesn't get much better than that. Just trusting your quarterback, who's had a lot of trouble this season throwing picks. And what does he do? 3 touchdowns. 16 touchdowns now. And only 11 interceptions. That is a lot. But, you know, we will forgive it if he can just focus on not throwing anymore for a long stretch. Then it'll even out. So here comes Mahomes with 9 seconds, and they're just running the ball. So they call a timeout. And now they might throw here. I guess that was a setup play. Almost throws another pick. So 4 for 12 in the first half. Mahomes having a hard time against this really good defense. I mean, winning in every category. Passing, rushing. They have so around the country. Dallas losing to Green Bay, going into half. 2 teams need it. Philly and Washington are tied up neck and neck. The Jets and Jags in New York. The Jags looking a little better. They must have scored on defense or something. Our game, moderately one-sided. But Kansas City is about to get the ball and see what they can do in the second half. And they are not returning it. So here they come. And it's it is complete. That was 5th completion. Down at the 30-yard line, a big gain of 5. So the run going nowhere. Stopped by the safety blitz gamble. I can tell you that was all Dipsey. So they are astounded. 3rd and 8. Mahomes is going to have to make this happen. And he does. He gets it. His guy. So 6 out of 1-4. So the area code for Columbus actually going to be Mahomes' passer stats. 614, 6 out of 14. I could tell you that means that they are gonna stage a little comeback. That's what I'm feeling. So here comes Mahomes in the second half. It's 2nd and 1. Is he gonna throw a pick? He does not. He gets it to the right guy. So now 7 for 15. He's just not panicking. I think they went into the locker room and what do you talk about? You talk about take care of the ball. Start making some of those completions. And another one to his big tight end. That's pain. First down. And they are in the 26-yard line. 1 yard away from the red zone. And they run the ball. And it goes nowhere. So not getting into the red zone. Like they really needed. At least not yet. 1 more yard is what they need. And they get it on the pass here. And the first down. Down at the 13. Mahomes is down 9 for 17. 80 yards. And he's thrown a pick. The pick is gonna hurt. But here he comes. Back at it again. Running the ball. Sliding down at the 3. Mahomes has a rush for 10 yards now. So here they come. And it's a designed run. And he's down at the 1. So in the 3rd quarter. And they are going to run up the gut, it looks like, and it goes backwards. Down at the 3, they were ready for it. The defense. And the second time around, they were ready for it again. So yet to get in 7 seconds. And it's going to take us into the 4th quarter. The Chiefs still have not scored. Of course, the Caps didn't score in the 3rd either. So a tremendous drive by Kansas City. But sucking up a little too much time. And they get in the end zone at the beginning of the 4th quarter. And are they going to go for 2? They are. So they're really going to have to prove it here. Are they meant to be in this game? Or are they just kind of a joke? Running and sacked. So they're kind of hopeless now, especially if the Capitals can answer. Mahomes sacked on the 2-point conversion attempt. Just a guy following his spy. So trying for the onside, and they were not exactly prepared for it. But they're going to still pick it up. So the game is going to get a little sloppy now. Great field position for the Capitals. The Chiefs are in though, so they can get that weight off their shoulders. You don't want to blow this lead. You want to make sure that you get a field goal at least here. Because that will also put you up where you want to be. So completion to number 6. And a replay of the same play. So down at the 22, and there's an injury to Kansas City, Whitworth. So just taking too long to get in. It's the fourth quarter now. Columbus is still passing down to the bitter end, throwing to Barrow in for the touchdown as the crowd boos them. His fourth receiving touchdown on the day. I think it's just something that Herbert and him need. And for the league to stay consistent and be a contender for the Super Bowl. And you can play with your division rivals like this. It's definitely going to go a long way towards that favoritism. 31-6. So it's pretty hopeless for the Chiefs, but let's see if Mahomes can put together another amazing drive, honestly. Like, just really great classic football drives to get in the end zone at all costs. Because they're 4-0. Like, they're the better team. We're following. And the sack from the safety. And Durant's hurt. I don't even know how involved he was in the play, but whatever happens, he's on the sideline. And he's mad about it. So 2nd and 14. Williams just gunned it. And here he is again. This time, Mahomes sees it. So 10 for 18. So we really figured out how to start getting completions. Another completion. 11 for 19 and up over 100 yards. And Durant is hurt. So they are going to substitute more. So you got more at that spot. See how much of a difference that makes. Getting it. Number 12. And he's down. So 12 for 20. Mahomes trying his best. Getting it to Payne, tight end. Down at the 46 on the right side of the field. So one of the last undefeated teams gets it to number 10. Going down the field, down at the 9. Up over 150 yards all of a sudden. And the Chiefs want to score again. They're in the red zone. Chiefs in the red zone. Touchdown, Chiefs. Out of bounds, actually. Sorry. So 2nd and goal from the 9. I thought they had it, but just not able to get the catch. So 2nd try. Getting it to Edwards-Helaire. Down at the 5. So 3rd and goal. So 2nd try from 3rd and goal. Let's see if they've got it in them. Mostly is it the Mahomes magic. And he does. Touchdown Chiefs. So the first receiving touchdown for number 12. Young blood. So number 12 for 12. So with 2 minutes to play, it's now 31-13. So it's a 3-score game. It would be insane if they came back. Especially when they're onside kicking and they have been for so long. It's just not a good tactic. I've seen the computer win by just not giving up. So the Chiefs crowd super loud still. Getting it to Morgan, the tight end. It's our Justin Herbert, who's having a much better game. 20 for 24, no picks. 21 for 30, 250 yards, 4 touchdowns. Trying to get his 5th before they leave today. And it's going to be a tough season for everyone. Really, the question is Jude. So a big up the seam pass goes for 15. Down at the 9. Herbert sacked by Bentley. It's his first sack on the day. So a minute and 16 left, and time ticks away. Justin Herbert drops back. Barrow's open, and he drops the ball in the end zone. The 3rd and goal. So did they have the magic that Mahomes had? They do not. Sacked. That's Drummond. So, what do you do here? They are going to kick a field goal. And they are going to take as long as they can. So, just a safe little play here. 5, 4, 3, and Haskins Jr. gets the ball, and it's incomplete. So on 4th down, they take a shot. Had a guy open, but Dwayne Haskins Jr., bless his soul, throws an incompletion. But it's okay, because they are way up. I think that was just for the heck of it. Maybe some practice. So Mahomes gets it to number 10, and he's out of bounds. So they're trying to score one more time, too. I think Justin Herbert did enough, though, in this game. Gets into number 10, and he's down inbounds, so they gotta call a timeout. Really good defensive play to just get him down inbounds. Throwing over the top, number 20, and he gets out of bounds with 6 seconds to go. So 19 for 28. Somehow, Patrick Mahomes figured out how to come back a little. He might throw a pick here. He did. And it might go for 6. Who knows? It didn't. So that's Cole Rhodes with his first pick of the season to end the game. 2 picks for Mahomes today. And a touchdown. So making that ratio look better for Justin Herbert and worse for Patrick Mahomes. And not only that, Kansas City taking their first loss of the season at home. At least they can get that one out of the way. But you know, that drops their odds for Super Bowl winning by a lot. They were probably, you could argue that they were going to win the Super Bowl. And now, you might not. At 4-1, that doesn't mean the Caps are going to win the Super Bowl, are they? They're both teams with a loss. So, right now, we're looking at, well, who's left? No one? The St. Louis Patriots and the Houston Oilers. That's it. That's one of those two teams is probably going to win the Super Bowl. And they play this week. So, we might know who's going to win in week 5. By the end of week 5, we might know that Houston's going back to back. Or that St. Louis is finally going to rub it in Juju's face. It's going to be really interesting to see. Especially because if Houston loses to St. Louis, which they probably won't, who knows what could happen? You still have Tampa Bay. You still have all these teams. St. Louis could lose. If we have a classic season, I'll be really happy, Justin Herbert leads the league in passing right now. That's huge. Huge. Oh, the next game is me and Danny. Dang it. So I'll have to get Daniel over here. Or you'll see Bears Broncos and Seahawks Niners first. So that might be the last Dipsey Madden you see for a second. But let me know in the comments and I will start a new show that explains all of this. We just go over the stats. We just go over the fun stuff. We just talk about it. We go over highlights. We go over news. At the end of the week. Every week. So this is beginning of the week. But there is so much more to talk about than just Justin Herbert and the Capitals and everything like that. Because you know what's going to happen with the Capitals. They are a cursed team. They are cursed. Late in the season, Dominic Barrow, he's going to give up Swift. He's going to give up. We got to go get a running back, actually. We got to get rid of one of our guys. We got to go get an old running back to be our number one. Every year, basically. And Dominic Barrow is literally not going to work out. Because somewhere, week 12, week 10, maybe even sooner, they will decide to not play anymore. Because they get gassed. And it's only on this team. So let's look at some of the stats just after that game. 17 passing touchdowns. That's first in the NFL. Dominic Barrow, first in the NFL. First in the NFL. Yeah. The Capitals are the best offense. The best defense is still the Oilers. Oh my goodness. 11 interceptions. What? Nobody's doing that. What? Patriots have 2 fumble recoveries, though, which is the best in the league. What? Okay, I want to know. Sacks, though. 14. And the Patriots have 12. And the Oilers only have 8. Points allowed. 61 points allowed. That is nothing. All this makes me think is, how do the Panthers only allow 69 points? How do the Giants have 9 interceptions? Chiefs have 8. Packers have 6. Skyler, you have 6 interceptions. 4